Welcome to Withdraw Consent. I'm Jack. This is Victor. I got a surprise scenario to present to you here.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay. So imagine you're Americans, right? And then, like, say there's a bunch of Hispanic people who are like, hey, what's up? It's nice up there. Can we come live with you? Right?
Okay.
And we're like, well, we have no prudence or discretion whatsoever. So sure, come live with us, you know?
Okay.
Decades pass, tens of millions of them come, right?
Okay.
Tens of millions of undocumented ones come, illegals, okay? And then all of a sudden, Hispanics say, we've got a new radical political philosophy. You know what it's called? We're just going to make this up. It's going to be called Mayanism, okay? And they have Mayanism, right? And they say, it's mine, you know? What do you mean, what's yours? Well, California, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, everything we lost in Mexican America, it's mine, you know?
Yeah.
And I say, well, you know, you can't really do that, you know? And they say, oh, look, a third party of the United Nations just ruled and said, partition the United States. It's now legal, a third party, you know?
Okay.
And I'm like, you know what? I don't like that. I'm going to fight this, you know? We're going to make a militia, right? We're going to make a militia. We're going to call it some random name. We'll call it Pamas. Okay, so we're the Pamas militia, you know, and we're going to go down there and fight them. And they're like, look at Pamas, they're terrorists, you know, they're clearly terrorists. We're going to incarcerate all the white European people inside into concentration camps in the new country, which is unrelated to the other country, which is now called North Mexico, right? And then, so we're like trying to fight them back. And then they're like, oh, we just won that war in Southeast Oregon. We're going to annex Southeast Oregon. And we're like, you can't do that. And they're like, well, one country in the world recognizes that we did that. It's legitimate. And they're like, oh, Southern Utah just had a war. You know what I mean? We're annexing it. We're like, you can't do that. And they're like, well, one country in the world recognizes it. No other countries do, but it's completely legitimate what's going on, you know? And then you take this right here, right? And then this is a snapshot right now of exactly what it's like with Hamas in Israel. This is the exact situation that they're in, that Palestinians are in. You know what I mean? And it's like, when you look at it from this perspective, you're like, we just a couple decades ago, we said you could come hang out with us, homies. That's what we said. And now we're in concentration camps and we're terrorists. And do you know what I'm saying? And all this land has been stolen. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you think that's an interesting perspective or what?
It makes the whole thing so ridiculous.
It's mind blowing. It's mind blowing because this is literally what happened. There were just a bunch of Palestinians, right? And then like they were like, we're just religious Jews. Can we come hang out? And they're like, yeah, but that's cool. Yep, you do different religion. We don't care. We're not hateful people.
Yeah.
They're going to become bitter later.
Right.
Very bitter. You know what I mean? And then, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, we got a state. We got 2/3 of the land, you know? And it's like, what? You know what I mean? So, the UN said so.
So the Palestine did give consent in the 40s for them to go down there?
No. Palestine gave consent in like 1901.
Oh, I see.
This is just like some Jews, and they're like, hey, we want to make a little kibbutz. We want this much land. We're going to raise 4 families on it. And they're like, that's cool, friend. Peace be upon you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Just live your best dream over there. We'll live our best dream over here. And then more people come. And then Hitler sent them with the Havara agreement, the transfer agreement, which we'll do a video on, you know? And it's like, and there's like, okay, there's a lot of them. There's still more of us, you know? And it's like, and now you get 1/3 of the land.
Okay,
what?
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
In your analogy, the one country is the UN. Or is America?
No, the United States is the one country that recognized the annexation of East Jerusalem, of Gaza, of the West Bank, of the Sinai Peninsula, of the Golan Heights. Just go on and on and on with all the land they've taken. You know what I mean? Even though they did give one back on a neutrality basis. Yeah.
So is Israel not on the map in other countries?
Yeah. In like I was telling you, in the back of the French Bible, it says Palestine. It has the entire Israel and it's Palestine. You know what I mean?
Wow.
But it's like, I'm just trying to, like, if you look at it over the scope of time, and you think about it from your own country,
right?
It's ridiculous.
It's insane.
It's absolute insanity. And so, this is not an anti-Israel or a pro-Palestine video or anything like that. I'm just trying to get you to look at things from...
It's a perspective video.
Yeah, from a perspective. And then, like, because when you see the snapshot, it's not easy to see all of the things. And then you also can't relate those things to yourself because it's hard to relate yourself to some Palestinians and some Hebrews on the other side of the world.
Totally.
It's difficult, you know? But
in 2 minutes, you can let it sink in a way that you can't any other way.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that's basically all I got. That's kind of a short one.
No, that's great, though.
I thought it was,
But that's something you can, like, just a conversation starter.
Right.
So let's talk about this and just run it down like, so what do you think about that?
Right.
Yeah, as a Californian or whatever.
And just do more obscure names than Mayanism and Pamas.
Yeah, but maybe not Pamas. I was trying to figure out where you were going with it, and if you hadn't said that, I don't know if I would have.
Did you know it? The Mayanism? Did you know?
No.
Okay, because I tried to relate it to like mine afterwards, so that I would obscure you from the Zionism. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, good. Yeah, I did not connect. Okay,
that's
good though.
Okay,
very good.
Working on this, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just feel like you have to have liked this video.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, this is great. Use this on your friends, start conversations, and just get people to think. I mean, that's really the ultimate purpose.
Yeah, and let us know if the similarities are off in some way.
Yeah,
if I misrepresented it through my argument in some way, because I have no.
Or could we refine it a little bit and make it even better if we tweak something?
Right. I bet you they can put some. Yeah.
Yeah. So let us know how we can make this better. But yeah, use this. This is great. Yeah. See you next time.